Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome to a special afternoon session. I've been doing these quite a bit lately because I've been so blessed and receiving a lot of donations in my early sessions that I don't get to a ton of free readings. And because I love giving back to my community, I like coming on to finish those out. So before we get started, if you're enjoying the free reading, something that everyone can do, it's free of charge, is to give the video a thumbs up. That tells me you're enjoying receiving free readings and it tells YouTube you are as well. And then they automatically send my videos out as recommendations for others. So you help be part of the Love Tsunami and helping spread the Zen love. So if you are interested in doing that, of course, I greatly appreciate that. All right. Excuse me. So there is no chat for this session because I'm not accepting any new requests. I will be back in like 2 hours and 15 minutes for my evening session. So if you want to come back at that time, I'll post usually about an hour or so before announcement on going live, and you can jump in and post your questions early as well. So keep an eye out for that. All right. So I did have one donation I did not get to, came in just as I was leaving. So, Barb, thank you so much for your donation and for your patience in me getting to your reading as well. So, let me just shrink this down just a little bit more. Maybe. All right. There we go. So, let's take a look here. And Barb, so you wanted to know, is your fiance pushing you away? All right. So we're going to be using not the sacred forest. It's looking at the sacred forest oracle over there, but this is the actual tarot deck I'm going to be using, which is the enchanted Forhaxa or something like that tarot. I love them. Very beautiful cards. So let's take a look here and see what spirit wants you to know around your fiance's actions, and are they pushing you away? What does spirit want you to know here? Okay. All right. So let's take a look here. Okay. I guess that's a no. Right away, you get the Lover's card as your first card. So they do see your relationship and the important role that it is in their life. So I don't feel like they're pushing it away. Let's see what's going on here, though, and see what is happening here. All right. So we also have the strength card coming in here. And this is a time of, it's Leo energy, which can be, with this card this is their human self and their higher self. They are going through like this, trying to figure out things in their life, trying to understand things in their life as well. you know, I, I feel here, especially with two major arcana, you know, this also has to do with the relationship with themselves, the Lover's card. And so here is them connecting higher. Even the Three of Cups coming in is their spiritual posse and their spiritual team. So there is this nudging. I feel like there's a lot going on in the outside world outside of the relationship with you, that is just um they have these beliefs that these things were supposed to make him feel full and complete and overflowing. And we realize in our life that that is not the way it works. How the world seems to be designed is that we are told to look out and to relationships of all kinds, friends, family, lovers, whatever, situations, jobs, and education, and things, our bodies, our bank accounts, our, possessions, and all of that. That's all supposed to fill us up. It's all supposed to make us feel full and overflowing, but it don't, Blanche. It don't. We end up being disappointed if it fills us up at all. It's temporarily, and it doesn't last for very long. So we are all turned eventually inward and upward when we're disappointed enough in the outside world, and I feel like that's what's happening because no one can make them happy. That's their own job. No one can make them feel fulfilled. They have to find that in here. And so, they're on this journey, definitely with the Hanged Man here too, another major arcana. And they actually have the Empress too, another major arcana of transformation, new birth, Mother Nature, Mother Nurture. So there is a lot here about turning inward and upward, and they're trying to understand themselves. And their spiritual posse is bringing a lot of this in. The Knight of Air shows me that they're on this quest. All knights are on a quest, and this knight is on the quest for the Ace of Swords, which is seeing things from a higher perspective and trying to understand things. And when all this comes in here, it could feel like they're withdrawn and overthinking and thinking about things, right? And so we definitely have this. Um, I don't know. Are they an air sign or Virgo or Capricorn? I just feel like they're trying to figure out things, but they're trying to do it in their head first before they allow like this energy to be into their heart to figure their heart out. They're trying to figure everything out with their mind, but they're on this quest. I got to find out, who am I? Who am I truly? What do I truly want out of life? What is life all about? Who is everyone? What's the meaning? Like the meaning of life and the universe. I feel like they're on this deep quest, and they're very much supported by their spiritual team in this process. So I can see why it feels like um and is it pushing away or is it distancing? Like they feel like they're distanced a little bit because I feel like their heart is on pause and put into a force field containment field. Are they a sci-fi fan? Because I feel like this is their kind of language they would use. And while they work on their brain and trying to understand things. And so I don't feel like they don't realize how distant and cold they've become because they've turned off their heart, and so they're not feeling the emotion. But I feel like if you just talk to them and ask them, just what's going on, how are you, what's happening in your life, and I and communication is key, and support, you know and you can, even if you've been sensing it, you can tell them, I've been sensing that you're going through a lot, and I just want you to know that you don't have to go through this alone, that I'm here for you, like you've been for me. And if you just need a sounding board, you don't want any advice, you just need someone just to talk out loud to, I'm here. And I feel like if you do that, that will help them open up, and they'll reveal kind of the struggles that they're going through, and how they feel like life doesn't feel like it's fulfilling for them, and they don't want to tell you because they don't want you to feel hurt, because we're all taught that your responsibility is to make me happy and you're responsible for my emotions, just like I'm responsible for yours. That's why he doesn't want to share anything, or your fiance doesn't want to share anything because of what they're going through. And they're like, I don't want to hurt your feelings. Um and and I don't want you to feel responsible for me, right? And so when they realize that you're in charge of your emotions, they're in charge of their own, you can't do anything except to give them unconditional love and focus on your own heart, right? So I feel like that's what's coming in here. On the bottom of the deck, you do have the Wheel of Fortune, which does say that even your human enjoys however this unfolds. And you do have the 10 of Earth on the bottom too, which is the 10 of Pentacles, which is about a full and overflowing outside life. I mean, you got two tens on the bottom, which are positive things coming in here for you too. So I know. So hopefully that helps, Barb. And again, thank you so much for your donation. I greatly appreciate that. All right. And then we're going to scooch over into the free readings. So up first, we have Starfall. Hey, Starfall. Just give these a shuffle and let's start. So you'd like a love reading for January. You are currently single. All right. Let's take a look here. All right. Okay. Okay. Yep, I do want to give you two sets of two. So these will represent two messages. All right. Well, that makes total sense here. So I feel like you are uh, kind of going through, I don't want to say a recovery, but they have the Five of Cups, which is transformation of emotion. And you have the Seven of Air, the Seven of Swords, which is you looking and realizing what of your own thoughts and beliefs and mindsets have deceived you and cheated you out of things in your life, stolen from you in a way. And I feel like these mirrors that have been shown to you is because some other people might have had some deceptive actions. And they were a mirror for you to see about yourself, though. How am I deceiving myself? Thank you for being my mirror, but I'm going to focus in on me. And I like this because you are um, in January, this is like this transformation. The Hierophant is this invitation from your higher self to dive into the capital T truths of who you really want to be, who you want to be with, what you want in life. And, the page of air, the page of swords is about seeing things more clearly, seeing clarity come in around relationship. So, with all this, excuse me, seven of air, page of air, and the Hierophant, those three, especially together, help you. I feel like you're learning a lot about emotion in January, about I'm responsible for my emotional choices. Other people can't make me happy. Other people can't make me sad or angry. Their actions are just actions, but I'm the one that puts the story of my thoughts behind it, the emotions I want to choose, the energy, the actions I take in the physical world. And it just feels like there's this clarity, super clarity that comes in about what you are really wanting from a relationship, what you would never get from a relationship. And you feel like you're realizing that you've done a lot of stuff over and over again, expecting a different result. And you're like, I don't want the same result. So I need to do things differently. So, what is it that I can change? And I feel like January is a big month of reflecting on your past actions, the expectations you have on yourself around a relationship and love, around others, around what love should be, supposed to be, need to be. There's a lot of fear, uh, small t truths that are rooted in fear around it. This has to be, or I'm rejectable. This happens, or I'm unlovable. And there's this freedom that comes on the other side of that. So sorry. I ate and I'm a little phlegmy. So sorry. That is gross, and I apologize that you guys have to hear that. All right. So that's what they have for you, Starfall. So I feel like it's a preparatory month where you're clearing a lot of things to approach things, come up with a different game plan, different way you look at love, and then you're able to move forward differently with that. So that's what's coming in. All right. So many blessings to you, Starfall. And then Happapeel, you are up next, and you'd like a general reading. Let's see. What does Spirit, all right, wants you to know right now? All right. Got this feeling of divine masculine, divine feminine energy coming in here with the Elder of Earth, which is actually the King of Wands. I mean, the King of Pentacles, sorry. And then the Moon card, which is, of course, Mother Luna and all the emotion that's flooding in there. And the the King of Pentacles has a lot to do with, I mean, they experience the entire journey through all the pentacles, so they're full of a lot of knowledge and wisdom about the outside world. But one of their biggest journeys is about self-worth, how they relate their worth to the world, and then they realize when they define themselves by the outside world, they feel unstable because all those things on the outside world are unstable, right? People, relationships, people change, people walk away, people pass away. Unstable, right? Situations never stay the same. Things break down, deteriorate, blow up, burn down. All that's unstable, and they realize it, and they become disappointed enough in the outside world that they turn inward and upward to find the only thing that is stable in this world, which is the eternal unconditional love of the spirit world on the other side. And I feel like that's what's coming in here. The moon card is about the unconscious, the subconscious, diving deep into the unknown and the hidden, and especially the emotions. And these are so intertwined because our belief systems that we have, with the moon card, they're running on autopilot below the surface, and they have so much to do with our self-worth because our inner child, the emotional inner child, which was created 7 years old and younger, is the one that's creating a lot of belief systems about lovability and usually about, you know, people who we cared a lot about that we felt we had to do a lot for them and they only gave us a little bit back. And so there's a lot of subconscious things going on with the inner child self that's an important time for you to um, do whatever tools you have to look into what does your inner child believe about your worth? What do they feel you deserve? Where does it come from? And you're able to transform those beliefs. You're able to become that parent, that perfect parent that your inner child always wanted but never got, because our inner child wants unconditional love, unconditional attention, unconditional time, and no child, no human child on the planet has ever experienced that. But now we as our the perfect parent, they get to know us as their adult self, as the parent self, and we can have this wonderful relationship with our inner children. You have a emotional inner child, 7 years old and younger, very emotional, and then a mental child who is created between 7 and 14. So you've got a mental child and who is a lot active in our conscious world, but the subconscious world is ruled by that little, uh, emotional inner child. So, some great adventures and things that you can explore and transform there that will set you free. So, I'm gonna take a sip here. All right. So, magician, got a frog in my throat again. It ran away, it came back. So, let's take a look here, magician, and see what future self messages are coming in here for you. All right. Well, so you've got the Tower card coming in here, followed by the Page of Cups. And this is all right. The Tower card is all about clearing away of things to make room for this new love to come into your life, this new heightened love. So the tower is usually hit by lightning and it burns away the tower, making space for something new to be put in its place. It also clears the pathway away to allow you to move in a direction that is more in alignment with your higher self and where they want you to head and where you want to go. So, whatever this is that's coming up that's leaving your life, it's difficult in the beginning for our human side to go, I see why that burning tower is for me. But when you have enough of them, you realize, okay, that tower has to be burnt down, which was a condemned, deteriorating, it was filled with rats, the roof leaked and the plumbing didn't work and there was no insulation. It's like it was condemned. You couldn't live in it anyway, and so it's being destroyed, moved away so that something up to code that's so much more for you to come your way. So when this movement with something out of your life happens or someone out of your life, just know that it's opening the space for something so much more, an enhanced love to come your way. The Page of Cups is like the number 11. It's not the Ace of Cups, it's the enhancement, it's an upgrade from it all. So I like that for you, magician. It feels very empowering. And I know, like I said, it's difficult when it's actually happening, but just know in the end, you're going to be so happy when you move into the castle that replaced the tower that has super Wi-Fi and great high speed internet and all the upgrades and everything in it. So hang in there. All right. So that's what they have for you, magician. And up next, we got Kritika Sayani. Hello, hello. So you want to know what will happen next between Amit and yourself. Let's take a look here. What does Spirit want you to know based on current energies? What is coming soon to a theater near you? All right, they do want to give you that third card. So you got one card and two cards. Oh, boo 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 boo. All right. We definitely have this full and overflowingness with this 10 of cups coming in here. The 10 of cups is like emotional fulfillment. It's like one of the most emotionally fulfilling cards in the entire deck. And I like this here. There's just a little bit of a journey to get there. We do have the Elder of Earth, which is the King of Pentacles, and we have the Eight of Water, which is the Eight of Cups, which is about leaving behind the emotions and people that no longer serve you and move. They're headed off on this path to the Nine of Cups, which takes you to the Ten of Cups. Part of all this is with this, it is this fullness of life. The King of Pentacles is one of the most, beneficial externally cards. So you have this abundance of the outside world, this abundance of emotion too on this journey. But part of the journey is all about self worth and not looking to someone else to define us and finding our confidence from inward and upward rather than someone else's actions. And this is very important for you because when we are defining ourselves by someone else's actions, we feel unstable because they are unstable. Humans all over the place all the time. You don't feel consistently one high emotion, right? No, we're on a roller coaster, right? And so when we define ourselves by them, our self-worth is on a roller coaster. People change, people are in a bad mood, people don't feel good. People are stressed, people go into fear and they act like a fool. It's like if I define myself by them, then I don't know, my self-worth is all over the place. So the King of Pentacles teaches you to go inward and upward to find the only solid thing in this realm, which is the eternal unconditional love of the higher realms, which is totally unconditional, meaning no condition, nothing you can do to lose it, eternal, never ends. So it's very positive, you know, solid foundation that comes in, and it's a important piece of that because when you're confident inward and upward, then you're not suspicious of other people, you're not pushing, you don't have anxiety about what their actions mean. We try to control them, we try to make them be who we want them to be because they have to do all this stuff for me to be worthy if I'm looking to them to make me feel worthy, right? And we're taught that. We're given this long list of supposed tos and shoulds and need tos and have tos and musts. And we get so freaked out when people aren't obeying, So there's a lot of freedom that comes from all this. And I feel like this is important for you to know right now. And you do have the eventual outcome based on current energies is a beautiful joining together of emotion, abundance, and solid foundation of your worth on the outside, from the inside out. And so it's very positive, but we have to do the journey, letting go of the emotions that no longer serve, the people that no longer serve us, connecting higher for our foundation of our worth, and then things just naturally flow to this beautiful progression. So that's what's coming in, Kritika. So many blessings to you. Enjoy that journey. And then Shay B, you are up next. So let's take a look here, Shay. What should you know about your connection with Jordan? All right, let's take a look here. What does Spirit want you to know about your connection with Jordan? What else? Okay. All right. So you got the King of Cups, who is this master of emotion, but also very much a balancer between the heart and the mind. And I like that kind of energy, that kind of connection. The Chariot card is movement, is victory. Power of choice comes in here quite a bit as well. And, the the reason why the King of Cups feels so balanced is because they have learned to connect with their high heart and their high mind, right, through all of these journeys that they go through. And they realize that every moment is either of unconditional love and joy and, this higher vibrational love, or the lower vibrational love that's rooted in fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of losing conditional love. Neither is right, neither is wrong. They just bring us different things in our life, right? And when we're choosing lower vibrational fear, then the waters are a hurricane storm. The wind of the yeah, and that's basically what it is a hurricane out at sea. We got all this whirlwind of all these thoughts that are just freaking us out, going into fight or flight mode, right? And then there's the water is raging, the surges of water, the choppy water. You can't sail calmly through it. Excuse me, hiccup, scaring me. And it teaches us that, there's nothing wrong with experiencing that. We come down here to experience the storms of, emotional, mental, physical, spiritual, energetic storms that we experience here because we can't experience those back home on the other side. There's peace, tranquility, beauty over there. But we come down here to experience chaos to understand the peace of the other side. And the chariot is basically gives you this empowerment that comes in here between the two of you, that you get to choose no matter what they do. It's just neutral, but we're the ones that assign a story to what they're doing. We assign and choose emotions, how we want to feel about what they're doing. We choose the energy that we're going to invest dependent upon what they're doing, and then we choose our physical actions in reaction or response to what they're doing. They don't do anything to us. They just exist, they speak, they do, and then we put the whole story on it. Same thing with them. However they're reacting and responding to our actions or our words, we can make it easier or harder for people to choose fear, unconditional love by how we rah, right? But ultimately, we can give someone the world and they can still choose lower vibrational choices from it all. And I like this connection. This is what they want to focus in on, is that it doesn't matter what they do. All the stories happen in here. All the emotion is happening in here. Your emotion, all your thoughts are happening in here. Your emotion, their thoughts are over there. Their emotions are over there outside of your control. And your energy is up to you and your actions are up to you, right? So I like this. It's very bringing a lot of awareness just around life for you here in this situation, which tells me that your connection with Jordan is not by accident. It is fated that to be mirrors for one another. And so, whatever you see in your connection with Jordan has to do with your connection with yourself. And this is an important thing to take some time to look at. Whatever you're seeing when you look in the mirror of them has to do with that mirror of you, right? So, be sure to take some time to reflect on that. That's what they have for you right now, Shay. So, for right now, anyway. So, hang in there, enjoy that adventure. Many blessings. All right, DK, you are up next. Hi. You want to know how um, will your studies be that you're pursuing right now in the coming year? All right, let's take a look here and see. Based on current energies, what does the future look like for your studies here in this coming year? All right. All right. I like it. I like it. You have the Empress card, which is a lot of creativity and nurturing yourself, and a lot of creativity, a lot of harvest. So, a lot of positive things. You have the Seven of Swords here, which the Seven of Swords it does have to do with thinking and thought and belief and mindset. And an important thing that comes in with this card for you is realizing what of your own thoughts and beliefs and mindsets about yourself, about your abilities, about who you are and what you're capable of. What's bubbling in there? Where are these some of these old beliefs that are there that came from earlier in your life about your mental ability, about your ability to study, to test, to retain knowledge, to learn, and what of these beliefs have cheated you out of opportunities and deceived you in the past. You're becoming aware of these thoughts and beliefs that are untrue. And I love this because I feel like you definitely moved past these, but it's important to know whenever you get an odd number, like with any of the suits, it's about things being brought into your face where you cannot get past it. It's time. You have to look at it because your soul wanted you to. It's like, nope, this has to come up here now. and don't let them around it no matter what. I want to face this at this point in my life. And so this is what's happening. And you'll have some struggles in the beginning, January, February, about your kind of your self-worth and your ability. But then your journal, look into it, reflect on it, see where they came from and transform them because they are not true. You had some beliefs in that were in place to protect you, and but now you don't need those anymore. They are showing me this um, a couple examples of middle school and junior high where, yeah, I was pretty smart. I studied a lot, didn't have a lot of friends, but I was bullied, and the because I was short for I was not tall. Like I'm like 6'4" now, but back then I was kind of on the shorter side a little bit. But I sprouted up later. But during this time, if you're smart and it was a jock came to me and said, "I'm going to sit behind you in our test, tomorrow, and you better let me see the answers." And I was like freaking out. And then before class, when we were waiting, he came up to me and goes, "You're going to do it?" And I go, "No, I can't cheat." And he slugged me and punched me. And the teacher actually, thank you, creator, because the teacher knew, they knew that people were trying to cheat. So when they started class, he had a new seating chart and he moved everyone all around. And the guy that was sitting behind me ended up rows and rows away from me. And I was like, oh, well, you know. So I feel like what they were saying all that for is like maybe you had situations where you were um, bullied or treated poorly because you did well in things and they didn't, and you felt it easier to stay out of the limelight and not be uh, negatively impacted. And there's something like that that can be transformed to help you. So, long story to get to that, but they wanted to just really let you see that and experience that. So, all right, that's what they have. It looks very positive for you, though, DK. You just need to get past this obstacle that's being brought in front of you that's not needed anymore for your journey. It protected you back then, but you don't need it to protect you now. All right. So many blessings. And then Grace 1111, you are up next. So let's take a look here. You like a general reading? What does Spirit want you to know right now? All right. And that one. All right. So you got the Elder of Water, the King of Cups, and you got the Seven of Fire. And I like this. Seven of Wands is about, being seen, standing out. And there's some people that aren't happy that you seem elevated. You seem like this bright light, and they don't want that right now. But the sun does not shrink. It does not dim its light for anyone or ask permission to shine. It does. And I like it though, because I feel like all this conflict that's coming up here with the King of Cups, they are this balance between heart and mind. And I feel like you're able to really, you don't have to defend yourself, but I feel like you have this wonderful way of presenting things and um, not getting on the defense and reaching out and helping transform these hell dogs or whatever they are down there, these dark shadows, people with low self-esteem and feeling low about themselves, that you have a way of lifting them up without sacrificing yourself. And I like this. And so as you rise and as you become brighter, and some people voice some jealousies and come back down here and be miserable with the rest of us, that you're like, hey, instead, um, let's choose joy. They have better parties, right? And you're like, here, let me help you up from where you feel you are. Let's talk about who you really are instead of who you think you are. You're not as low as you are feeling. And I feel like you have this ability to uplift others, and it comes through here. And I love this energy. So Don't limit or sell yourself short on your impact on others, is what I feel spirit wants you to know right now. All right. So that's what they have for you, Grace. So many blessings to you. And then Aditi, you need to know what you need. What say anything you need to know. I thought it said everything I need to know. I go, this show isn't that long. We have a lot that we come down here to know, right? But what do you need to know right now? I get it. I get it. So things are progressing here. You got a 4 and a 5. The 4 of air, 4 of swords is about stable mind and like a peaceful mind. And the 5 of fire is about a transformation of some energy. So I feel like there's some outside world, outside of you conflict, like there's this drama that's happening around you. And I love that this 4 of swords with you looking at things from a different perspective and calming your mind, that you're able to, with this calm mind and this calm place, help transform this energy that's going on in this drama, from something that feels like fear and conflict to something that's more friendly and more conducive, helping one another instead. And I feel like it's great because I feel like the people in this drama are in fight or flight mode, and so they're not calm. They're in reactionary mode, just fighting or running. And I feel like you almost act as a mediator in this drama that is around you or coming around you, and that with your peaceful approach and your smile, because I see you smiling as you approach some individuals, and they're like, "What are you smiling at?" And you're like, "I love you." Yeah, this approach that just helps bring them to this place of calmness to where they can see things more clearly instead of through, as we say, red eyes of fire, rah, and wrath. And I feel like you help transform this. You're acting as a tool of peace and love, and I like that for you. And I feel like that's what they want you to know. Don't sell yourself short. You have this ability, you have this great impact. You it's like 3 people at odds with each other and you're friends with all 3 and you're like, I'm not getting involved, but I am going to, you know, um, reach out through love and through your peaceful mind to help them with it. Kind of feel like you might just call them on the carpet on some things too, in a loving way. They're like, bah, 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 and they go, I can see where you're coming from, and take some deep breaths. Is this really a battle that is important? And do you know what's going on in their life? Do you know their side? Ah, rah, 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 but I feel like you do get through it and you do help bring peace to this little group of individuals. So there you go, Aditi. So many blessings to you. And then on Jushri Dubey, hello, hello. You'd like guidance from your future self. Let's take a look here. All right. Well, you got kind of the cousins here with the Empress, who is ruler over all queens, and the Queen of Earth, the Queen of Pentacles. Both of these have the energy of Mother Nature, Mother Nurture, right? New birth, harvest. Um, Really about nurturing of yourself, though, and taking care of yourself. So, your future self is, empathizing and emphasizing with you, saying, you've been through a lot, and I feel like you tend to wear yourself out. Once your battery's dead and you're forced to recuperate, you do. And they're like, let's look at changing that. When the battery, like on a cell phone, when the battery gets down to 15% and the red alert comes up, let's recharge then. Not wait till the phone is dead. And even beforehand, you don't have to wait for it to get that low. Really pay attention to your own energies, your own needs, your own body, your health, your own time with spirit. It's time for you to nurture and really pay attention to you and give yourself the love that you are seeking, because out of anyone, you deserve that love first. So, really, this timing here of, they're saying your future self is saying, look into your own self-love, your own self-care. It's okay to be selfish because the greatest gift you can give the world is a healthy, full, overflowing you. If you're constantly draining yourself for everyone else, then that's when you feel resentful and empty and tired. You're this empty barrel with plugging everyone into at a low level where they're just sucking all the life out of you, right? Well, you're pushing all your life out because no one can do it. You're the one that pushes it out to everyone. But you can instead transform into a chalice, a holy grail, which doesn't have anybody plugged in. You get to fill up, and everyone else gets the overflow instead. And I feel like that's what your future self is asking you to look at because that is healthy and they want that for you. Right. So that's what they have on Shri. So many blessings to you. And then Links Lee, you want messages from your Leo. All right, let's see what else they have to say here for you. All right. Well, you definitely, there's this death and this rebirth coming in here because death card, endings, new beginnings, and Ace of Waters, Ace of Cups, which is new love, higher love coming in here too. I feel like you got this message with them already. I feel like it's being reiterated here. Um, unless it was another Leo. I get a lot of questions about Leos, but it is. I feel like with this Leo, I feel like you've had your course with it. You've learned what you've needed to learn through them, and there's a new love that's opening up. It's almost like a tower kind of thing where they're leaving and being moved out of your life to make space for something that's more in alignment with your higher self and your soul path. The Ace of Cups there. Yeah, even on the bottom, you got Page of Cups, which is a new love coming in. So, though I know you love the Leo, and they're so beautiful, aren't they? They're beautiful, flowing manes, very majestic, very fiery and passionate. But I feel like you've done your journey with them, and it's time to leave them where they're at and move and allow them to move on, allow them to go their direction. 'Cause I feel like they don't put a whole lot in anymore, and I feel like they did in the beginning, but they pooped out very fast, and it feels like you're trying to maintain it. You're trying to keep the relationship, um, and here is this indication that it's okay to let go, and because you're going to move into something more in alignment. So that's what they have for you, Linksley. So hang in there, my dear. Well worth the wait. All right. Many blessings. So, soul searching vibe, you're up next. Who is coming towards you? Let's take a look here. Who is coming towards you? All right. So, we have someone here that is coming towards you. They've been through a lot with this Three of Swords, a lot of heartache, a lot of pain. And because of that, they are focused here more on, with the Eight of Wands, passion, physical attraction, energetic attraction, but they are what we would call emotionally unavailable. And I like them for you because I feel like you'll go, no, thank you, swap left, or however you do it nowadays. I haven't been on a dating site in forever, but it's like, you know what? You know what you want, and what you would put up with, and I feel like your taste has changed. I know, like, before I had done hardly any of my inner soul work, um, I loved the fixer uppers, the people that were needy because I needed to be needed. So I was so attracted to, the people, as they say, the damsel in distress, because the superhero wanted to go rescue, and the superhero needs damsels to rescue. And that's, whether male or female, however, it's like, yeah, you realize it. And I used to even tell people, you must be in a lot of trouble because I'm really attracted to you, and then sure enough, oh my gosh, but later, as you have been raising your self-worth, looking at the rescue, the person that you needed to rescue was yourself, right? And you've changed your self-worth. Now it's almost where it was a turn on before, that they were so needy, now it's a turn off. And I feel like this is what is coming to you, this person where they're at in their life, and you're like, no, thank you. I That's not attractive anymore. It's like having had peanut butter and jelly sandwiches every day for 5 years. You're just done with it. It's just not, you don't crave it anymore. So I like that for you, soul searching vibe. But that's why I feel like I like it for you, because I feel like it's like a proud of you moment, right? You're like, wow, I didn't even blink an eye at this. I didn't wasn't even like, well, I could change him, or we fall in love with the possibilities of who they could be. And we're like, well, that doesn't mean that's what they're gonna choose, right? But that's what's coming in, soul searching vibes. So many blessings to you. And then angel blessings, you're up next. Pisces feelings and next actions towards you. So let's take a look here. What are Pisces feelings? And here's next action. So feelings, whoa, feelings. We got the Knight of Earth, the Knight of Pentacles, slowest moving knight out of them all. And they are not quick to share feelings here. I feel like they're on this quest of self worth. And because of that, they don't have a whole lot of feelings to give. When our self-esteem is this low and I love myself that much, I can try to give the world all my love, and all they're going to get is a little drop that makes it through. And so that's what's coming in here, realizing that they don't love themselves a whole lot right now, so they don't have a whole lot of love to give. And their next actions towards you have the Hermit. They're very hermity, very to themselves. The only thing that they will really would do here is with the Six of Fire is kind of equal passion, so that they won't show love and feeling. The energetic and physical attraction they might ooh la la on, but just be aware that they're not anywhere close to sharing emotion right now. They're on a very long and arduous journey of finding their self-worth in a higher way. So that's what's coming in here, angel blessings. I probably would, enjoy what you want to enjoy, but don't put a whole lot of expectations around anything with them, if that makes sense. So that's what we got, angel blessings. Hang in there, my dear. And news three, you're up next. You want to spirit messages. What does spirit want you to know right here, right now? So I'm just going to take a quick sip here. All right. So two fire energies here. You've got the emperor, which they call it here the council of elders, no, the monarchs, because the emperor rules over all the four kings and has all four king energy. But it's Aries energy, a lot of it, which is choosing and making movement. Nine of Wands, too. Perseverance, moving past these obstacles. And it is a time of stepping up, going, you know what? These things that have been holding me back in the past aren't going to hold me back anymore. I'm not giving in. I'm not giving up. I'm not going to be afraid. I'm not letting anything hold me back. I know what I want to do. And this emperor, the elder of the monarchs, is like, not elder of the monarchs, the council of the monarchs, which is, yeah, I have a lot of advice from a lot of people, and that's okay. You're like, I understand, but this is what I want. And that's what's been holding you back, is people's opinions, people pleasing, or thoughts and beliefs and mindsets from the past that we took on, all their popular opinions that we took on as our own opinion, our own habit, our own reactions now. And so it's been holding us back. But there's this this energy, this force, this movement forward, where you're determining, what is it that I want to do? I want to get beyond this Nine of Wands. What I want is on the other side of that. And so I'm going to push through. I'm going to do this. I'm not going to let anything stand in my way. I'm asking everyone to leave the throne room. I'm going to make some decisions, and tough titty cuckoo baba. If people don't like it, you're going to do it, and you're putting form around it, and you're taking action on it. And this is what, I feel Spirit's message here is for you is, enough of the waiting, enough of the allowing things to hold you back. It's time. It's like you also, whenever our fears outweigh the ugly feeling of not doing what we want, we stay trapped. When our ugly feeling of not being true to ourselves and not doing what we're wanting to do outweighs our fears, we take action. I feel like that's where you're at. You just had enough. Tired of fearing, tired of not doing what I want to do and always sacrificing myself for everyone else. This is time for you, and you're stepping forward. This is what spirit has for you. It's like, yep, you have permission. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I like it for you. Right. And new sweet. That's what they have for you. So many blessings. And then next we have Kritika Malhotra. Hey, hey, hey. Why do you keep holding on to your crush Arnav? You can't seem to forget him. All right, let's take a look here. Let's take a look here and see, what does Spirit want you to know about this connection, about this can't get you out of my mind, right? Yeah, I see here. You got the Queen of Water, Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups not only rolls over the cup suit, but all the queens are given a second portion of water, which makes her very empathic, very connected to the deep, deep energies. I feel like what's coming in here is you've got some past life connections with them where there was very close relationships. And so some of these, you're in tune with those energies and connection with them, but it's not from this lifetime. It's from another lifetime. And it's okay. I think if you realize that, oh, this is from past lives, this is what we experienced together. I understand now why my soul has such a strong connection and wanting to feel it. So if you can journal about some past lifetimes, connect with those past lifetimes, write about them, share them, flow with them. If you can't connect to your past lifetimes, I do offer past life readings. All that information's in the description box of the video, if you so wish. But I feel like you have, with this Queen of Cups, you have the ability to connect into these past lifetimes. And if you journal with them and get them out, it's like those emotions can be expressed and then you can flow and let them go. Because you have the Eight of Earth here, the Eight of Pentacles, which is about movement in the outside world. So things are progressing. You're putting in blood, sweat, and tears into things in your life, and your outside life is about to pick up speed in some things, which will be a nice distraction from you. Perhaps you're even going away to college, or you're going away to some sort of education, or some sort of opportunity that's opening in the outside world. Because as you're going, things can't stay the way they are in your world. With the stuff that's been going on and the stuff that's coming to fruition, it's like, um, you are prepared to fly like a butterfly. Everything else, whether it's other people or things that stayed as caterpillars, have to take the low road, but you're going to fly and go do butterfly things. And that's what I feel with all this, is that you're going to have an opportunity to go to a different city, a different country, not a different planet yet. But I like this for you. So hopefully that helps Kritika to understand why you can't get rid of it. I feel like there's this deep undertow of past life activity, which I feel if you process it and write about it and journal it and get it out of your subconscious into your conscious, it'll help with the release too. All right. So that's what they have for you. Now, I don't feel like you're destined to be together anymore in this lifetime. Uh, um, or be together in this lifetime. I feel like this was part of the completion of some experiments you guys wanted to have with each other, and this one is about not being available. Like maybe another lifetime, they had a crush on you, but you didn't recognize it in them either. Because I feel like they don't have a clue. Just, I just feel like they're woo woo woo. So but that's what's coming in, Kritika, so hang in there. All right, so great cards. You're up next. Guidance in your life, please. Let's take a look here. What does Spirit want you to know? All right. Yeah, you got both the World card, which is ending of old cycles, beginning of new adventures, and the Queen of Earth, which is about new birth, new beginnings, also about Mother Nature, Mother Nurture, and nurturing yourself as well. So I like this. It's like, the advice that they have for you for your life is It's time to do things differently. It's time to put yourself truly first. And it's just like the old ways of doing things. So many roles, so many expectations. In the past, the world card is about that, being the last card in the, major arcana. It's the end of your old world, the beginning of this new world that's free of the rules. It's like, um, if you did go to a new planet and you're the only one, you get to decide what all the rules are rather than taking what you have known all along from the earth rules and you're going to create, all of the great courts rules instead. And I like this because there's this freedom in this what works for me, not what I've been told, supposed to, should, blah, 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 blah. There's this freedom because what happens next is the Fool card, which is stepping out into a new adventure free of limitation, like a fire sign, like with a childlike wonder of life. Like when a 1 year old or 2 year old hasn't been started being told, good boy, good girl, bad girl, and roles and punishment and praise. They see the world as, wow, look at this. This is a hand. It's like the discovery of everything is so beautiful. And I feel like this is what they're saying, get in tune with your child self, let your inner child out to play, try not to restrict things and feel like you have to fit in between so many rules and find this great freedom. And well, this is, if you hear words like supposed to or should or need to or have to or must, those are all rules rooted in fear of losing conditional love, fear of failure, fear of rejection, and those are the small t truths. They're lies, all lies. So I feel like if you look at life that way, then you're like, yeah, who says? Who says? Yeah, there might be a law about it. Am I willing to break it? There might be just emotional or social rules like, no, you never do that. But you're like, what happens if I do? People may not like you. All right, well, I'm okay with that. I'm going to do it because I want to, So I like that. Great courts. Almighty great courts. That's what they have for you right now. So many blessings to you. All right. Magana, you are up next. Hi. So, what's coming in for the remaining days of December? Absolutely. Hope you've had a great day as well. Let's see here. What do they want you to know about the remaining days of December, which is like what? We're halfway there already. All right. Wow. Look at this. Excuse me. So you've got all this emotion. You got Page of Water, Page of Cups, Three of Water, Three of Cups, joy, celebration, heightened love going to a new level, whether that is romantic, friends, family, or whatever. But I do feel with this Three of Cups here, this is about your tribe making themselves known. And I feel like it's an upgrade to new people that it's very special. I feel like it's three peas in a pod, like there's a total of three of you. So two other kind of best friends type of individuals. And I feel like you either know them or you meet them, but it's an upgrade, it's a change. It's like a carrying at another level of like best friends. It's almost like sisters from different misters. And and maybe a brudda from a different mudda, but it's this really tight bond of the three of you where you don't even have to say things to each other and crack up. Like you see someone wearing something and you all look and you look back at each other and you think of the same movie that makes you bust up because of what the movie was about. And they're like, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, exactly. And I feel like you guys just click and bond so well. And it's an important time of your life here to really connect to this tribe of individuals. I feel like I don't feel like it's more than three. I do feel like it's this um, three peas in a pod kind of energy that's coming in. So that is what they have for you right now, Magana. So enjoy that discovery of these individuals and the I feel like you have an immediate bond and you guys get to know each other more and more and more. So enjoy. And that's what they have for you. All right, many blessings. And then Miss Bayin, hello, hello. So you'd like a general reading. So let's take a look here and see what does Spirit want you to know right now. I'm hearing The answer is no. I don't know what that's about. Haven't even seen any cards yet. The answer is no. Okay, I see. So the answer is no. You got two threes here, creativity, but three of swords here, the three of air, is about disappointment. It's about things not unfolding the way that you're wanting it to. So whatever you're asking about, whatever you're wondering about, whatever this, direction that you're wanting some direction on, it's like, no, it's not going to turn out as expected here. Three of wands is a change of direction. And I feel like knowing that area, like it's like, well, I think this is what I want, and it's like, no, that's not for you. It's like out of fear. It's the mind deciding when the heart wants to go a different direction. Your passions want you to go a different direction, and that's okay to do that. You know, don't be afraid of failing when you're headed for your passion and your dream. There's no failure. There's just, well, that didn't work out. Let me continue going towards my dream. When things not working out well, when they stop us from pursuing something, that means that was something we didn't want to do. It's like, well, I tried to stop, eating sweets, but couldn't do it. But if you're like, oh no, I need to do it for my I want to do it for my health, I want to do it for this, then then um you know, I will do it, and I will go through there. But no, I got peppermint chocolate cake cookie. So sweets are going to continue for me. But that's a side joke. But so that's what they're saying is no, not that direction. There's something else more in alignment. So knowing that that's not for you, what would you choose from your heart, from your passions, and choose that? So that's what's coming in, Miss Rec. So many blessings to you. And then Vidi Jalan, hello, hello. What energy is opening up for you at this time? All right, great question. Let's take a look here. Well, here they are, hopping out here. Wow, such release coming here for you around thoughts and beliefs and mindsets. You got the 10 of swords and the 6 of swords. 6 of swords is movement of thought and belief from old ways of thinking to new ways of thinking. 10 of swords is like, I'm sick and tired of trying to live up to everyone else's expectations and all these roles and supposed to and should and need to and have to and must, blah, 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 blah. You're like, I'm done. The 10 is like, stick a fork in me. I'm done. I'm ready to move forward. I don't want all these restrictions. I want this freedom. 6 of swords tells you that too, that you are moving away from whatever these fears were into things that are of higher perspective, right? And the 6 of swords has this energy of it too, of movement as thoughts and beliefs and mindsets switch and change. Somehow it makes it way out into words and actions into the outside world. So I feel like there's going to be some energy of change as concepts that change, woohoo, as concepts change in our mind. We're going to have these changes in the outside world that come in for you too. So I like this for you, VD. It is questioning, why do I believe that? Is that really true? If you haven't checked out Byron Katie, it's a Byron and then Katie. Excuse me. She has a website, the work, THEWORK.com, thework.com. And she has a YouTube channel too. She has this great process of questioning our thoughts and our beliefs and our mindsets, and um, very much about digging deep and understanding those things. And she's totally free too. So sweet person. If that resonates, check that out. But I definitely feel like there's a time of change of thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that flows out into the outside world, and there is change a coming here in your outside world. So I like it, and that's what they have for you, VD. So many blessings to you. And then I am Shailene. Hello, hello, hello. You'd like a love reading? Absolutely. Let's take a look here. What does Spirit want you to know around love? Okay. Gotta shuffle. So shuffle. What? Oh, what? Oh, this one here. All right. Wow. So you have this flow coming in here with two sixes. It's a very strong energy of movement and being on the path, flowing in the path. Sixes are like three on each side, a nice flow in the middle. And the six of fire is joy and celebration and victory and equal passion, too, coming in here. Six of earth is also about this solid feeling. And there is this about filling up with enough within yourself and having enough where you're actually able to give to others too. There's this gift of bounty coming in from the outside world. So victory and bounty feel like these two positive words that are coming in here for you. And I like all this for you. I feel like this has not come without a cost, right? I feel like you put in a lot of energy. You've put in a lot of self-reflection. You put in a lot of um, facing some pretty low vibrational experiences in your life that you have overcome. And that's why I feel like with the Six of Wands, your spiritual posse and team is giving you a bunch of high fives and fist bumps, group hug, celebrating the victory that you've had and the steps that you've taken to get there. And I feel like the six of earth is that you're going to be reaping the bounty of what you have done with all of this. So I do feel like you do have this equal passion coming in here for you. And it's someone that's also an equal giver because of it. And that's important because had you not done this inner work, you would still have these beliefs you don't deserve that, right? You would feel like you still have to overgive and overgive to receive so little. And how could anyone feel that way about me? Um, you know, and so the energy you would put off would be woe is me, and that would turn off this other person. But I feel like you have this newfound confidence and courage in your life and in who you are. There's this reward coming in. So someone who has this equal physical and energetic attraction and also this equal wanting to give equal and receive equal in the physical world. And it's a great start. Love comes later. I feel like they don't just give their love nilly dilly willy to anyone. They want to see what happens and unfolds first. But I like it. It's a great start coming in here for you. So that's what they have for you. I am Shailene. So many blessings to you. And then Sab, SAB, hello, hello. Happy holidays to you. And you wanted to know what your future husband's first impression of you will be upon your first meeting. All right. Let's take a look here and see what they have here. All right. What are their first impressions upon your first meeting? All right. All right. Ooh, what a combo they have for you here. On one hand, the Queen of Earth, Mother Nature, Mother Nurture, sensuality, such a nurturer, such a giver, and beautiful. You know, the Empress, the High Priestess here, because this is like Empress energy. Uh, High Priestess is someone who's very in tune and mysterious but intriguing, very aware, and I feel like they're like, "There's something about you, like, things like, you shouldn't know that. How do you know that? That's a good guess," or, "How do you know I'm feeling that way?" I feel like they just feel like there's something so mysterious and mystic about you as well that's really piques their interest. So they love this mothering, nurturing energy that you have, this fruitfulness, this earthiness and down to earthness, and but they also like this. Wow, you have this emotion and this flow that comes in. It's like what they would call mother's intuition. You have mother's intuition, and you're not a mother yet. What's going on with you? How do you know that? And I love it because it's intriguing for them, and they really like that. So, quite a first impression, and that's what they want you to know right now regarding that, Sab. So many blessings to you. All right. Let's see how we're doing here. Still got quite a few to go here. So we'll definitely try to get through everyone here. See what I've been on for a little over an hour. All right, let's continue to go here. So Ashvin Rai, hello, hello. You want some career guidance? All right, let's take a look here. Here we go. They came flying out here. So some great career advice. Page of air, page of swords. New ideas, new clarity about what it is you really want to do. The moon card, the unseen, the unknown, everything that's bouncing below the surface here. So with both of these cards together, I feel like Spirit is saying, a great piece of career advice is don't just live to work. Have your work or your career be so that you can live. And if you have a passion, something that you want to do that brings your heart joy, if you can get paid for it, head that direction. Do whatever you can to make that dream come true. And if you're like, well, I have it, but I don't think I could get paid for it, well, then find a job that you don't have to invest a whole lot of energy into. You can make the money you need to live to develop your passion for life because you're not going to get to the end of your life wishing you'd worked more. You were going to get to the end of your life going, I wish I'd have shared the love that I have in my heart more with the world in my own special, unique way. I wish I'd have wrote that book, sang that song, created that piece of artwork or whatever. And it's be create, let your creativity come. What is it that you want to do? Everyone has to live their own lives. And yeah, it's sometimes easier when we're thinking we're pleasing other people by being who we think they think we should be. But in the end, you have to live your life. So live your life, not someone else's. That's their career advice for you. Boom, I like it. All right, Ashvin, that's what they have for you. And then Dijona Sturgis, you want to whatever comes out. Let's take a look here. What the spirit wants you to know right now. Yeah, it looks like here the energy of being homebound here with the Four of Earth, kind of hang out at home. Hierophant is this invitation from your soul to do some soul searching and really look into what is the capital T truth of who you really want to be, where you want to live, what you want to do, who you want to be with, what is life all about. Really connect. It's like be a homebody, step away from everything, journal, connect whatever you can with your higher self and higher realm. And just from that higher viewpoint, get out of the mind of the fears of all the opinions of the outside world. And it's really connecting to this higher realm. What is it that you want to do with your life? I feel like that's the big question is how do I uniquely want to express the love in my heart with the world? We've got this great book that we're going to start reading here in my Praying Mantis members starting I think tomorrow. It's Discover Your Dharma by Sahara Rose, and it's discovering your life purpose. So if you're unsure, that's a good way to possibly pursue it if that resonates. But I feel like that's what they want you to know right now, Dijona. So easy breezy, short and easy, right? All right. Many blessings, my dear. And then Samoliza, you are up next. So let's take a look here. Let me just move some of these others up. All right. You want to have guidance on when will you get the scholarship for going abroad? All right. You're working hard for scholarship to move abroad. All right, let's take a look here. Let me just shuffle these up. All right. So when, oh when, oh when for the scholarship? When will this happen? All right. So you have the Queen of Air and you have the 10 of Air, 10 of Swords, Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords, she rolls over swords but gets a second portion of cups, which she balances heart and mind, right? And the 10 of Swords is about the release of from all of these supposed tos and shoulds and need tos and have tos and musts. So this exhaustion of trying to live up to everyone else's expectations. And the Queen of Air is giving you the gift of the Ace of Swords, which allows you to see things from a higher perspective and cut away the small t truths, the fears of losing conditional love. And so the timing of it is up to you, is what this is saying, because it's you letting go of your fears, you evaluating what is it that your heart truly wants. The Queen of Air with balancing heart and mind means your heart gets to have a seat at the table in deciding where you want to go, how you want to get there, etc. And so if it is truly of your heart that wants to go abroad and study and do all this, um, you'll let your heart lead the way. And when you release the fears from it, then that's what opens the conduit. Whenever you focus your energy on fears of failing, not getting into something, like attracts like, and we feed that, and we're basically telling the universe, I enjoy failing. I enjoy, having these fears of not getting into places. And so, can I have more of that? And they're like, absolutely. They'll make it more happen. But when you start having gratitude for what you do have in your life, focusing on what you love, joy, laughter, then that tells the universe, I like more of that to come in. And they will bring more opportunities and open things up for you too. So it has to do here with you. Are you doing what you're trying to do with the scholarship and going abroad because of expectations that have been given to you? Is this your dream or someone else's dream they gave you? And if it's not of your heart will be like, no, I don't want to go there. I want to go here. Follow your heart and things will really open up for you, right? But while you have the fears and focusing on those things, letting the small t truths rooted in fear rule, that is what delays things and slows things down. So hopefully that helps for you there, Samalisa. So many blessings to you. And then we've got Paula. Hello, hello. You want to know, why is B reaching out to you after some time of no contact? All right. His true intentions behind contacting you again. Last time you spoke, he wanted me to let go of the connection we share. Oh, okay. Interesting. Let's take a look here. All right. Well, the reason why we have the 10 of cups here, which is about the emotional feelings that they have that overflows here. So the emotional connection they have with you, they want to feel that again. La la la. But the true intentions, you know, the 3 of earth is the 3 of pentacles, which is about being true to your authentic self, and the 4 of air is like peace of mind. There's this wanting to be true to their authentic self, desire within them. But I feel like you have this great energy of being true to your authentic self, and you have this great mind and peace of mind on your shoulder. And so I feel like they're reaching out and going, hey, we have this great connection. And it's because that they want to, I don't want to say that they want to possess you, because they can't find this for themselves. They have trouble finding peace of mind and being true to their authentic self. They get a lot of people pleasing, a lot of fear, a lot of anxiety. But when they were with you and interacting with you, they felt this, because your energy of being true and your energy of peaceful mind and this great energy you have, they felt good, but it also scared the crap out of them because they didn't have it in themselves. And there's a lot of this that has to do with them, um, you know, because they don't feel um, solid in themselves. That's why they run. That's why they get scared. That's why they create distance, because the little inner child in them feels unsafe and out of control. And when we're in fear, we do stupid stuff. And so they did. And now they're like, well, maybe I can have some of that back. But it feels like more, I don't know, it's just very self-centered. We can all be selfish and put ourselves first, but self-centered, it feels like when they're trying to use someone for their own benefit without wanting to have it be this equal give and receive relationship. I feel like they're just wanting to take these things from you again. And, no. So, and if they say they've changed, don't believe them. Make them show you over time, 3 months, 3 months minimum to show you that they have changed. Because one, if they haven't, you'll spot it right away. And people can't fake it for that long. If someone can fake it for over 30 days, then with them faking it, they actually start changing. This is how long it takes to change a habit. So it's like, oh my gosh, I have become this. That's right. But I don't have a positive energy around that polyp, so I wouldn't invest a whole lot of energy in it. All right, Nature 1111. You wanted a love reading. So let's see. What does Spirit want you to know about love right now? Well, not right now. I know. Got the Hermit card, which is about spending time with yourself, inward, upward, connecting with Spirit, letting them guide you on your path. And the Queen of Earth, the Queen of Pentacles, Mother Nature, Mother Nurture, nurturing yourself, taking time to nurture yourself right now. So this is about time for self-love, giving yourself love, connecting with Spirit, seeing what they want to show you that you can release and remove out of your life to prepare you for future love that's more in tune with the love that your soul wants to feel. But now isn't the time for love with others. It would just be same lower love vibration, drawing in the same people, same result. No, things are slowed down. It's time for this inner turning inward to raise your love vibration. So you'll draw in a different type of individual instead of the old ones. So that's what they got for you, Nature 1111, right now. So many blessings to you. That's what they want to know about love. Self love, inward, upward, inward, upward. All right. And then Majestic Love 1111. All these 1111s. Hi, 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 hi. So, what do we see for you for the rest of December? All right, let's take a look here. See what is coming in here for the rest of December for you. All right, two major arcana. So you got some significance here unfolding, and I like this. The Strength card is your human interacting with your higher self, and the Justice card here, is usually there's scales, and it's this balancing out, connecting to the capital T truths of the higher realm, allows you to balance out the scales and not only connect and start loading up the side with higher truths and capital T truths that are eternal and true, while at the same time, this overloaded side of the scale, which is all of the small T truths rooted in fear, able to cut those away. So as this knowledge comes in, these lies fall away. And there's this great balancing over these next 2 weeks of some significant belief systems that you're realizing, yeah, this isn't for me. But definitely it is a time here of connecting to your higher self and discovering some significant truths about who you are, the powerful, supernatural, eternal spirit being made of unconditional love, this awareness of the power of who you are, not the limited, what the phrase coming into my head, you're so much stronger than you've been taught to believe, right? And I love this energy coming in. And I feel like it's an empowering next couple weeks here. But that's what they have for you right now. Majestic Love. So beautiful, beautiful. Right. And then let's see here. Make sure I didn't skip anyone. Yep. So Jashan, you wanted to know here, will your name be on the merit list? All right. Let's see. So is your name going? Okay, just one card on the merit list. Let me see here and let me get clarification. I gave you one, but I'm like, well, what does that mean? Okay, yeah. So you definitely have the possibilities here to be on the merit list. If things are already decided, I would take this as not this time but next time, because the Eight of Swords is saying that you're learning a lot about your own thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that have made you feel blinded and bound and trapped in the past. This is about you stepping up into your energy. And so if it hasn't happened yet, you still have time. This is cutting away fears. And it's a good card. The eight is about movement away from those things. But this Elder of Fire, the King of Wands, is a lot like the Emperor, which is about stepping up. What is it? Who is it that I want to be? What do I want to do? Stepping away from those fears and who everyone is telling you you're supposed to be and should be and need to be and what you're supposed to do, need to do, must do with your life and blah 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 blah. And the king steps in going, all right, I appreciate everyone's opinion. Clear the throne room. I'm making a decision. It's my kingdom, my life. And when you decide what you want, you put form around it, you put plans around it, you take action toward it. And then there's this beautiful flood of energy that just takes you places with it. Um, so I feel like if the results are already cut off, then not this time, but next time, if you want to, it's stepping into that power. And if it hasn't been closed out yet, it's about stepping into your power and putting your energy into what you truly want, not what you have been told you're supposed to want from other people. So this is all about stepping into your power and proceeding down the direction that you want to do. So I like that. All right. So that is what they have for you, Jashan. So many blessings. And then Sahini, you would like a free reading? Absolutely. Let's take a look here and see what does Spirit wants you to know right now. All right. Well, you got a couple fives here. You got some change in the air with fives. They're transformational numbers of change. You got the five of swords, the five of air, and the five of fire, which is the five of wands. So there is this transformation that comes in here. Five of air is mental struggle, mental battles, really between your heart and your mind, right? That is coming in there. And with that, there's this battling between the two of between fear and what you're really wanting. Like your mind is going, no, 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 we must. And your heart's like, no, I want to go do this. This makes me sing. And then the mind's, oh, no, no, no. It's like this going back and forth. But I love it because there's this transformation that's happening. Your heart will win. The heart's going to win. And the five of wands is the transformation of energy from something feeling like fear to something feeling like passion and friendship and love. And I like this for you. So, whatever's happening in your life, if you feel conflicted, chances are there's conflict in the outside of you because it floods out, right? And so if you're seeing a lot of conflict, realize the conflict is truly in here and you're battling between what your mind's saying is the responsible, boring, should thing that you should do versus your heart going, I want to live, right? And so your heart wants to live. And so this is like spirit saying, choose the thing that makes your heart sing and follow your passion in your heart. Get out of your head. I like it. All right. And that's what they have for you right now, Sahini. So many blessings to you. And then Ojashwini, hello, hello. You want to know, will your ex Leo come back into your life again? Let's take a look here. What does Spirit want you to know here? No, and it's a good thing. This is good for you. This is movement. You got the six of air, which is six of swords, leaving behind old ways of thinking, of fear, moving into new powerful ways of thinking, moving from choppy waters to calmer waters. And then, and even though that's air, it's about the waters. And here's eight of waters, eight of cups, which is leaving behind relationships and emotions that no longer serve you. So you can move to the nine of cups, which is wish fulfillment. This is all about, um, you don't want them to come back. That you've learned a lot from who they were and how you interacted, but it's time to move forward and move beyond that. Yeah, you have connection with them, but when you realize what what did they bring? I can focus on the things I enjoyed, but what did I learn about myself through this? What did I learn that I do want and what I don't want? And I feel like there's some change of thought and belief and mindset that almost like you had to walk on eggshells to do who I thought I had to be in order to not have them leave me. And I feel like they would be manipulative and try to make you be put on this facade, and shrink and dim your light. But no, you deserve to be with someone who celebrates who you are, someone who gives, appreciates your uniqueness, loves your authenticity, and celebrates you instead of tried to cage you. And I like this for you. There's something so much better and so much more beautiful coming up here for you. So, Spirit's saying, leave it behind, move forward, let go of those relationships and emotions that don't serve you anymore. They've taught you what you needed to know, they served you, but you don't need them anymore. So, here we go. It's much better where you're headed. So, hang in there, my dear. All right. So many blessings to you. Just got a few more here. And Harshita, is that Kari? I'm probably totally mispronouncing that. Khare. You want to know Kapil's keys current feelings for you. So let's take a look here. What are their current feelings? All right. Well, right now, I mean, they've got a lot of hurt and disappointment and pain in their life here. And I feel like this had happened way before you anyway. The Three of Swords is about heartache. It usually has like a giant heart with three swords stuck in it. I feel like they've had so much pain in their lives here that, um, and they're not actively pursuing, and I don't feel like it'll be anytime soon that they'll face those and process them and grow through those and flow through them. I feel like they are in this constant spinning cycle of reliving and echoing that past pain over and over and over and over and over again. And it's like going so fast. You're like, is that ever going to slow down? It's not. It's going to be a long time. And that's why Spirit is saying there's so much pain that they have that they won't share their heart for a very long time. And so they don't love themselves a whole lot. They can't love anyone else because when you love yourself this much, no matter how much love you want to give, it's just going to drip out. No matter how much love someone wants to give you, it's just going to drip in. And so it's like Spirit's going, with that awareness, here's the off ramp. You can go in a different direction. There's something more in alignment for you. It was important. I mean, it wasn't by accident that you've experienced and come across them, but I feel like you seeing their pain allows you to reflect and see some of your pain. And you're seeing how, with them not facing it, how it just eats them up. And you're like, I don't want that to do that for me. So I'm going to work on releasing my pain. I no longer want to be a vessel of pain because of someone else's actions or non actions, words or non words. I'm going to forgive. I'm going to find ways to forgive and pour out that pain so I can be a vessel of love instead of pain. And I like that for you. So that's what's coming in right now for you, Harshita. So many blessings. Hang in there. And then we have Manoj Kumar. Hello, welcome, new subscriber. Thank you for being a subscriber. And you'd like 3 cards for your career? Absolutely. Let's take a look here. 3 cards. Uno, dos, and okay, that one. Tres. Let's see here. Career, career, career. All right. So you do have the Knight of Water, which is on a quest for seeing things, a higher love, a higher, just a higher reflection of emotion in your life. I just feel here you've got the 3 of Swords here, which is the fear of disappointment and the Hermit card. And I feel like with the combination of all 3 of these, regarding career, it's like the current career is disappointing. It's not making you feel full and complete. This Knight of Cups is like you're in this pursuit of trying to feel full, trying to feel overflowing. And the Hermit card is about Spirit saying, take a step back, spend some time communicating with us, seeking us to find out what it is that makes your heart sing. What is your dharma, right? What's your life purpose? What do you want to do? How do you want to express this unconditional love in your heart with the world. And what you're doing, where your career is heading, doesn't do that. It's like existing, and it's time for living the career that makes you feel like you're giving to the world and that you're sharing your essence with the world. And I feel like this is this change that's coming in, and they're like, yeah, because what you're doing isn't fulfilling and it won't fulfill you, even though you strive and strive and strive and strive and do so much and do so much and do so much. It just feels emptier and emptier and emptier. But when you connect with this inside of you, then you do have this fullness of life. So that's what they have for you. All right, many blessings, and I have one more person left. Now, for everyone, I will put a pinned comment in the description box of the video that has the order in which the readings were completed. And if I missed anyone, I'll be back on in about 45 minutes for my evening session. So I'll be announcing it as soon as I finish this up and post all that. I'll be putting out a little blurb on the next session. You can jump in early and put your questions in there as well. And I will be back tomorrow morning too at 11 a.m. Mountain Time. All right, so final reading is for Sunil Balak. Hello, hello. So Fozia and your boyfriend, is reunion possible in marriage? All right, let's take a look here. Give you just one little quick shuffle. So is reunion possible? Is reunion in the cards? And what about marriage? All right. So reunion and marriage. All right. Possibilities are there, but not not high possibilities, because it requires here with this 9 of wands, there's some big, or 9 of fire is what they call it here, but it's 9 of wands. There's this barrier that keeps things from moving forward into this rebirth, to this reunion. There's a lot of this energy of worthiness and what do I deserve, and you know getting into our subconscious, where our inner child has these beliefs of, I don't deserve that. I have to give 1,000 love coins to get one back. And though I have no doubt you can do the inner work and you can release this, and you can still do that, because there's a possibility, but it takes both of you doing this deep reflection on your past, your childhood, right? And I don't know if they will do that. That's what I'm saying here. Because marriage, again, with the Knight of Pentacles, is the slowest moving knight out of them all, and the King of Earth, the King of Pentacles, does require looking at this worth in relationship to the outside world in a different way. Takes going through the journey of the Pentacle suit, of reflecting on self-worth and turning inward and upward, and doing a lot of that shadow journeying, which I don't feel at this point in their life that that's a priority for them. I feel like they will do anything other than trying to do that. They're like, what? Self-reflection? Hell no. I don't do this. I'll go do the dishes before I'll do that. I just feel like they are so avoidant of facing those things that I just don't feel like that it's a high possibility that they will do what is necessary to bring you guys together. I have no doubt you will, and you can. And I still would, because anything you do just helps your next relationship. But I just don't feel like they have it in them at this point in their life anyway. Maybe in a decade or so, but that's too long to wait. Move forward. All right. So that's what's coming in, Sunil. Hang in there, my dear. Many blessings to you. And thank you guys so much for all the thumbs up and love. If you're enjoying all these free readings, make sure to give the video a thumbs up. It does help spread the Zen love, and you're part of the love tsunami. And know, as you're going throughout each and every second of every day of your life, that you are unconditionally loved by the Mother and the Father of all things, our Creator. And of course, I love you too. So until we see each other again, enjoy the rest of your day or night, wherever you're at in the world. And until then, much love to you. Hang in there. And you, yes, you, take care. We'll see you. I know I'm a goofball. What can I say? Take care.